Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of PlaidStallions Toy Ventures. A recurring theme here on Toy Ventures is knockoff action figures, particularly knockoffs of toys made by Mego Corporation. So much so that I have my own Facebook group called Mego Knockoff Headquarters, where we discuss just this thing, and we will be talking about this today. While I've had a lot of good fortune in finding these things over the years, I'd have to say this is one of my best finds ever, and I'm very grateful for the good luck in it. I present to you the Krazy Kreeps. Before we get started, I want to talk to you about the header card, because even the header card is a knockoff. If that looks familiar to you, that's because it is from the Walt Disney Haunted House album, released around 1973. I knew it, and it didn't take me very long to track this down. The Krazy Kreeps are knockoffs of the world-famous Super Monsters figures produced by Azrak Hamway International, or AHI. Particularly, they both seem to be based on different iterations of the AHI Dracula figure. There were many variations, but oddly enough, neither of them appear to be a vampire or Dracula in any way. Let's take a closer look at these fellas. The first Krazy Kreep is wearing the AHI Dracula outfit, it appears. The sweater, the jacket, the boots. And he is based on an earlier hard-headed Dracula, but they've deckled him up to have a scar and green face, still with the fangs. And you'll notice on this and the other figure that there's actually a noose around his neck. Both these figures have nooses around their necks. It's kind of an interesting and odd, macabre touch. I have done a little bit of a still store from Cambot so you can see this better. These crinkly bags, they are no fun to photograph in a Toy Ventures, but I'll try and give you as many angles and looks at this as you possibly can get. If you recall in an earlier episode, I found a Zorro knockoff using an AHI body. Curiously enough, it shares the same body as this AHI Dracula and our friend from the Krazy Kreeps. What does it mean? I do not know. The body and the hands, the head, they all match an earlier version of AHI Dracula. The head is a little harder than the regular one, and the hands have blood on them just like the original Dracula. I don't know how to place what AHI figures happened when. I don't think anyone really can. We just have theories. But it's just a very interesting iteration when you look at the other figure, which I'm just going to call the Mad Monk or the Ghoul. He has a different head and a different body, and they jive with the AHI monsters that you find on the generic card backs, the ones we believe were not licensed by AHI, but just run out of Hong Kong after the fact. This guy has the same body style, the same head style, and I see this body more often than not on AHI knockoffs. You'll see it on cowboys, soldiers. Earlier episodes, I discovered a Batman with this exact body. So this thing got around, and it's not surprising to see it on this figure. What is surprising is this figure appears to be wearing the Captain Xantor robes from the Palitoy Space 1999, but he's got some sort of strange vest, and I know I've seen this vest on a knockoff figure before, or at least those buttons, but I can't place it, so maybe you can help me out if you've got a bigger brain than me. As a collector of Mego and knockoffs and monster toys, this hits every button for me. It's another one of those things that my friend in the UK found in a lot sale, probably out of a closed toy store or pound shop. I'm really not sure, but it's the kind of junk that was probably sold in the early 80s, and it's completely undocumented and no one ever thought to care. And I'm just left wondering how many more Krazy Kreeps I need to complete my set, or if that's even possible to complete a set of these. I'm just in awe, and my hope by sharing this is someone remembers these or has these and reaches out and helps me put this puzzle together, because it's absolute madness. And this is why I collect, people. It's to find stuff like this. I'd love to know your thoughts and feedback. Like I mentioned before, we have a wonderful group called Mego Knockoff Headquarters where you can discuss this, and I'll leave a link below. Or you can leave comments here on YouTube. Let's talk AHI. Thanks as always for watching. If you're new to this, I hope you'll consider hitting like and subscribe. I do this all the time. Until next week, take care, have fun, and be safe.